So after the sabbatical is when you went to Rongai. Maybe you can share briefly about the Rongai experience.
Okay, when I came back, my mind was more on discipleship. I was even going to do some study during my sabbatical to reinforce that one. It did not work. The official one did not work, but on myself, I was reading, preparing for discipleship only. And the church has done a strategic plan, which was discipleship also. So I did not know where am I going to fit in this project, but it took time to see where I could fit. Because a whole church discipleship program cannot function without the senior pastor. Like they cannot tell me you are in charge, and then I cannot order the other pastors. They have not told me, but they can tell me, who are you? You are just like a pastor like us. We have our responsibility. But if it is taken by the senior pastor, he can order them. So I was waiting that it would come through the senior pastor, but there were other issues that before it came, I was sent back to Rongai.
Okay, how was the Rongai experience in Rongai?
In Rongai, I was able I had only 20 members, so I was able to visit, to know them, to know their children. So I say, this is church. The 20, I told them, from now on, you are leaders. And some of them, they became management team members. Others, they became small group leaders. So my plan was to put everyone in groups led by the Kenyans.
And how long were you in Rongai, and what were the highlights? Maybe one highlight you can remember.
Okay, 4 years I stayed in Rongai. Highlights that I learned while I was in Rongai. When we were planning to buy the plot, and the church was going to go to loan from the bank, I was not for the loan, because I knew the loan is big. It might not be paid in my time. So when I go, I am going to leave a loan to the church. And in my mind, I could not see how tithes money are going to be paid for loan for a bank. So I was resisting it in different ways. But the leaders, I think they were wise. They did not say, oh, wow. No. They just listened to you, and they started to sense that resistance. And I remember Professor Ikiara, one day he told me, Pastor Gebre, why are you afraid about loan? All these cars in Nairobi, they are all on loan. So what is the problem when we don't have the money and the bank gives us the money and we buy the land and then we pay some service charge to them? To me, it was like waking up, and I realized that I was not leaving only the loan, I was leaving also the land to the coming church, you see. So that one was hidden in my eyes. I did not see that one. So for me, that was a great highlight, but there are many, I don't know which one.
So maybe now as we conclude, you can share what is your experience now going back to Ethiopia. How was that?
Oh, you know, my stay in Baptist is very good. It was very rich, but you cannot pass those informations easily to the people there, because I think Ethiopia has long history. They think they know everything. They think everything is okay. So how can you talk with someone like that? So it was very difficult. At the beginning, the few 3-4 months, they consider you as a visitor and they listen to you. But once you stay longer, they continue business as usual. And then you become the abnormal, and what they are doing is the normal.
What are some of the things you think Baptist, you've learned from Baptist? Maybe you can mention.
Oh, many things. Church administration, pastoral ministry. You know, you don't learn those things in school, but here I have seen them. You know how a pastor must follow the flock, especially in Rongai. It gave me the best experience of that one. So you don't learn them in school. Well, now when I go to school and start to read the books, I am telling them what I have seen. So I tell them this is what happens in Nairobi Baptist. To some extent, some students, they tell me, what you are telling us, is it true? Is it really happening there? They think like that. So there are many good things, but it is not easy to pass them over. You need receptive people. Like the Kenyans, they are receptive. They wanted to learn. They know, but they wanted to know more.
Okay. Who are some of the people who have impacted you here in Kenya? Maybe you can just thank them on video.
Okay. There are many. Some of them directly, some of them indirectly. But one of them is Dr. Mukole Stanley. He is not even from Nairobi Baptist. You know, when I was trying to do discipleship, and like you do now, the ministries present their ministry to the members. So we had in a open day, and me, I was saying discipleship, something, if you are, either you are a missionary or you are a mission field, something like that to catch the mind of the people. So one of the members and the elder, Wanjau Nduba, he went around, he saw all the booths, he saw mine, and I don't know what he felt, I have not asked him, but he told me, I'm going to introduce you with someone. Then he brought someone to my office. She is called Esther Wairiru. She is a navigator, international. She had worked as international director. And so he introduced me to her. She came to my office. They talked to me. I don't know what we said with one another, but she told me, I'm going to introduce you with another person. And it was Stanley Mukole, Dr. Stanley Mukole. He was the church discipleship ministry of the navigator. His responsibility was to encourage people like me who are struggling in churches. So he would go to different churches and he would meet us, he would pray like that. So he would come once in a month like that. And I would tell him, you know, I asked them to give me 30 people. They gave me only 12. I had also the freedom to share with him because he's not Nairobi Baptist member. So he said, 12 is good. And so he encouraged me until every time he comes, the number goes down. You know, it does not go up. From 12, it became 10, then it became 8, then it became 7. But he never discouraged me. He told me, 7 is good, you continue. And when I call him for trainings, he would come and and he would come. And now I realize he was not just encouraging me falsely. Now, if somebody tells me I have only 1, I tell him 1 is good, continue, because the 1 can become 2. So that is one, Dr. Mukole. The others are like Dr. John Mwangi. He was with me from the first mission, and he went to all missions together. The first mission was when I was new. I told them, I'm new, now I cannot go. But after a year, I cannot say I'm new, so I prepared. So we make an announcement, all of you want to go to mission, and we went to the old hall. I don't know them, they came. You remember, they came, 16 ladies, and only John Mwangi. He came close to me and told, Pastor Gebre, am I in the right group? He asked me. I told him, you are in the right group. This is about mission, I told him. And from then on, some men started to join us, but the ladies, I can't name all of them, but they were there every mission. Rhoda Kyoko, you find her always there. Elizabeth Mwagiro, Rose Kyoko, all these, they were my team. They were my team.
Okay, thank you very much.
And many, many others.
Thank you for that. Maybe you can just give your final comments to the church, and then we finalize. One last statement to encourage the church and others.
Okay. The church must always evaluate whatever they do, even if it is, they think it is good. I think it is not the best. Always there is room for improving. And they should not compare themselves with other churches, you know. God has given them potential, so they must ask themselves, what have we done with the potential that God has given us? And I am sure there are many sitting jewels in the church, which we have not recognized them. And so they need to evaluate always and try to find out ways of doing it even better. And one way of doing it better also is involving the members. Because when I went to Rongai, I was alone. And it was the best time. Because the members, they say, how can Pastor Gebre do everything? So one takes the Sunday school, one takes the choir, another one takes the ushers. So we must involve, and the ushers, they were trained from here. From day one, they did it exactly, it is done here. They count it, they fill it in the bank slip, and the car brings it, and they join it with the offerings that are here. On Monday, I can read the offering of Rongai. So from day one, they were able to do it. If I were to train those people, start from scratch, it would have. So that we have many people who can do many things, especially those who have time. Some they can make time. In Ethiopia, I could not find people to sit for training from Monday to Friday. But in Kenya, I was doing evangelism explosion from Monday to Friday. People, they take leave from their job. Some of them, they close their shop and they tell their neighbor if somebody comes, take his number like that. So there are many dedicated people who do like that. In Ethiopia, we could not that from Monday to Friday. We changed it. We made it Friday, 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 5 times. I found one who was an Uber driver. Every Friday, he had stopped his Uber with us. So I was telling them, the others, look, they are also here. You know, the pastors, they think it cannot be done. But he promised it, he showed them. Then when we were doing the graduation, he was the one doing the speech. And he told the group, many of you are wondering because I stopped my Uber for 1 week. But what we are doing here is about life, he told them. So I was very happy. So here there is that. So they need to evaluate and they need to encourage the members to participate because they have the potential. That is, I think, my advice, I think.
Okay, thank you very much.